Uganda.
I come from the black, yellow and red, symbolizing a beautiful nation, gifted by nature.
Uganda,
Uganda. 6 years ago, almost to the day, I read the story of Phiona Mutesi and Robert Katende and Harriet, and I said to myself, this is, if not the greatest underdog story in the world, then one of them. If you would have told me 6 years ago that we'd be premiering here in London, I would have given you my firstborn child. Luckily, I did not need to do that.
It was always a pleasure and an honor for the London Film Festival to invite me pretty much each time since Salam Bombay. So thank you, Claire. And this time, I think there will be subtitles on screen. Welcome you to Uganda, a country in whose embrace I have made my home, fallen in love, birthed a son, planted gardens, had a film school, and recently, a month ago, encountered amazing Ugandan doctors who saved my life. So it is with immense gratitude, truly, that I stand. My soul sister, right hand, left hand, a bit of a daughter, the meteoric and sensational Lupita Nyong'o. Oh yeah, drink them in. A director is really nothing without a team that takes her further, and I consider it one of the greatest treasures of my creative life that I have worked with my partners for more than 25 years. Very happy to introduce to you, somewhere in the audience, a flash of total brilliance, the casting director, Dinah Stafford.
We're here at the audience at the premiere of Queen of Katwe, Miss Uganda UK team. We came, we saw, we conquered. Lupita Nyong'o was amazing. Yeah. It was worth it. We're here with Afghan. And then we had a good time.
It was a good time. It was an amazing film. Thank you to the cast.
She wants you to get closer.
We're definitely going to Katwe. Yeah. Thank you to Katwe. 2017, Miss Uganda UK is coming to Katwe. Yeah.
Thank you.
You are breaking my heart. Do you remember from Fontaine? How in Morocco popping champagne? Girl, you are dropping my heart.
And hi there, we are here at Picture House Piccadilly Circus with a special invite from Disney to come and watch the private screening for the Queen of Katwe. How exciting. There's a mixture of tears and laughter. The girls are excited. We just can't wait to see what is happening here. Anyways, Miss Uganda UK Finals, please don't forget, it's on the 3rd of December. Globe Academy, be there. A show not to be missed. Thank you.
Mtana miro miro, nange miro miro, mtana miro miro, nange miro miro. Lavo yoddagala mbeera kumpi kunniya nnyumirwa era nze njagala omanye amazima mumpa katono nno nseera. You know I enjoy your presence, you know ay dawa mama olunja chirengu.
Thank you, Tanya. I appreciate it. Hello. This is a special audience. I didn't realize that we had Miss Uganda UK in the audience, as well as this whole row. This is very special. I know I look like a man, or hopefully I do, but I'm really a girl inside. But beyond that, one of the things that I feel that we do at Disney, and we can do at Disney, and we should do at Disney, as well as all over the place, is empower people. In particular, I've had the pleasure of working on films that empower young female voices and older female voices as well. I did Cinderella, the live-action Cinderella, that was last year. I've done a movie that'll be out next year, Beauty and the Beast. But the movie that I came to Disney to do, and what it all is about for me, is the film that you guys are about to see. And this is a very important room because the people in this room harness the power to make this something more than a film. And one of the reasons that I got into film to begin with was because I believe that the power of the medium is not only an international language, but it's a way to take people to places they wouldn't otherwise go, couldn't otherwise go, but probably should go. Sometimes that's outer space, sometimes that's the past, sometimes that's the future, and sometimes that's Uganda, East Africa, in this case. I read the story of Harriet Naku, Phiona Mutesi, Robert Katende, 6 years ago, almost 6 years ago to the day, October of 2010. And I related to it not just because I'm of Ugandan heritage, my father's Ugandan, but because I thought it was one of the greatest underdog stories I'd ever read, if not the greatest underdog story I'd ever read. I was at the time working on Cinderella as well, which is known to be the greatest underdog story. Yeah. The difference with this story is that it's true. It's true. Yeah. And that in and of itself is the magic of the story. It is Phiona Mutesi as a representative of all of us, that tells us that genius is in all of us, and especially our young people. The only question is, will that genius be discovered, and once discovered, will it be nurtured? And when it is discovered and nurtured, you have the ability to change the circumstances of your life. Exactly. And that's what Phiona was able to do through the support of her mentor, Robert Katende, and her mother, Harriet Naku. As proof positive of that, in fact, is when you, of course, empowered young girls grow up to be empowered young women, can change the face of the earth. And I think that when I moved to Uganda when I was 12 years old, and one of the things that I noticed was how much films, television had an impact even then in a country that was war-torn for several years but was starting to get back on its feet. And I wanted to see images of myself, right? So what's your ideal of beauty? What's your ideal of power? What's your ideal of being smart? And far too often we don't see images that reflect ourselves wherever our circumstances might be. But the world in this day and age can do that. And that's the power of film still to this day. And it can work all over the world. There's no greater example of that than the person that I'm going to bring to the stage in
a second, because I know you don't want to hear me keep talking. But the reality is that without the person I'm bringing up, this film would not exist. She's used her power, her beauty, her intelligence, her determination, her passion, her sheer talent and force of will to back stories that matter to her. And in that, you get the genuine article no matter who she's portraying or in what genre she's portraying it. And so I'm very proud to say that Lupita Nyong'o decided to star in our film, and as a result, Phiona Mutesi's story, as well as Harriet, who she plays, as well as Robert Katende's story, you guys get to see. And if you like it, please go out and tell everybody to buy tickets on October 21st in the UK. So with no further ado, Lupita.
Good evening, everyone. Hello. It is my pleasure to be here. This is a film that has been a labor of love for me. It was a no-brainer. In less than 10 pages, I put the script down and said, I must make this film. And why? I was raised in a family by parents who taught me how to be a citizen of the world. The first thing I knew was that I was human, and the next thing I knew was that I was a girl. And my father, my mother, my grandmother, my grandfather, on both sides, they didn't have that mean that I was limited in any way. And when I came across this story through Mira Nair, the director, for me it was an anthem about the power of dreaming out loud. And what Robert Katende, the mentor for Phiona Mutesi, teaches her is the gift. What he gives her is the gift of vision. Mm-hmm. All too often when people live in abject poverty, they can only think one move ahead. They can only think about where their next meal is coming from. And so their lives are reactionary. But what Robert does for these kids in this slum is teach them how to see more than one move ahead. It's about where you are, where you want to go, and what obstacles might come in your way. And giving a girl that gift results in her becoming a chess champion. It results in her pulling her family out of poverty. It results in her giving me a job. And for that, I am very grateful. There is great power in empowering the girl child. And so as you watch this film, I hope it will enliven you to become that girl you know you can be. And I hope it also encourages you not only to look at girls, but also as boys. This film is also for boys because we need everyone to believe in the power of the girl child. Women don't get to do it on their own. So we really need men who are just as feminist as women. And so for both men and women in this room, girl and boy, I hope this film speaks to you. I hope it makes you laugh and cry and just want to get up off those seats and do something meaningful with your life. Dream out loud. Thank you.
Number one spice.
Bring the flavor to the fish, bring the flavor to the rice. Who's the number one spice? Who's the number one spice? Bring the flavor to the fish, bring the flavor to the rice. Who's the number one spice? Oh, you gotta get it, oh, you gotta nice. Focus on what you can market with good price.
Who's going to tell me what they thought of the film?
I found the film extremely inspiring and emotional.
Likewise, I find it extremely inspiring. I thought it was a great story of resilience and
amazing. I love the message that is sent, that girls can do anything they want to.
Perfect example of female empowerment. I encourage everyone to watch it.
Great movie for all girls.
Absolutely inspiring, absolutely loved it.
Inspiring and so touching.
Encouraging to those that are not so fortunate, I should say.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. What a fantastic weekend Miss Uganda UK camp and the team have had. Of course, celebrating the 54th independence within the Ugandans, within the UK. We've been at these celebrations, and then the Queen of Katwe was launched in London City. The team attended the premiere on Sunday 9th of October, and of course we got the special invitation by Disney UK to be here for the special screening with the one and only Lupita Nyong'o. It has been an honor to be here with the ladies, with my A-team of Miss Uganda UK, and I'm personally inviting you, as I always do, to our finale, Miss Uganda UK 2016 on the 3rd of December, MUUK Globe Academy SE16AG. We shall be live. There is a lot in stock this year. As usual, we never disappoint. It is an unmissable event. Ladies and gentlemen, the CEO of Miss Uganda UK, Omumbeja Jacqueline Zumba. See you soon.